While you might think that engagement is the most important measurement of success when it comes to Instagram, there's actually one thing that you might be missing out on that is super essential when it comes to crushing the Instagram game. Instead of getting caught up in vanity metrics like likes and comments, if you really want to grow an Instagram that is part of a healthy and sustainable business, then you need to start thinking about conversions. So let's talk about exactly what that is, why it's so important, and how to make it happen. Hey, I'm Katie Steckly. Here on YouTube, I love to share all my best advice about social media marketing and creative entrepreneurship. On this channel, it is my goal to help you create with honesty and grow a community and a business you're obsessed with. If you've watched this channel for a while, then you will know that I love to talk about why engagement is more important than your follower count, and I definitely still stand by that. While engagement is a great measure of how invested and loyal your community of followers is to your brand or your account, it is not, however, going to pay your bills. And if you're trying to turn your Instagram into a business, then actually making money from it is obviously very important. As a side note, if you're really trying to grow your Instagram, I honestly, sincerely hope that you are doing it because it is going to be a viable business venture for you at some point in the future, potentially. And here's why. If you're just posting on Instagram because it's for fun, like you want to post pictures of your friends and family, totally go for it. Please ignore all my advice, because if you're posting just for fun, I really don't want you to be stressed out with how many likes or followers or shares or any of that stuff you have, because it really doesn't matter. Trust me when I wholeheartedly tell you that the number of likes, comments, shares, profile visits that your account gets on Instagram has literally zero bearing on who you are or your worth as a person. And I'm just afraid that if you're running your personal account in a way where you feel like you need to be affirmed by getting likes, that is gonna lead you down a really bad mental health path. So all of the advice that I ever give on my channel is for people that want to grow their Instagram because they're building a creative business, whether that business is being an influencer, which is a business, or it's selling a service or product. I just want you to have a real reason and goal behind growing your Instagram that isn't about trying to validate yourself as a person, because I can tell you right now, you are completely valid and worthy as a person, no matter how many Instagram likes you get. So please know that. And that being said, let's get into why you need to be running your Instagram as a business if you're trying to grow an Instagram, okay? Let's talk about that. So you're growing your Instagram because you want to grow a successful business. Here is the thing that you need to know. Engagement does not put food on the table, my dudes. And that is exactly why engagement will never be and can never be more important than the ultimate goal of your business, which is, of course, to make profit. That is the goal of any business. Here's the deal. Here's the thing that a lot of Instagram marketers don't like to talk about or don't like to confront because it's kind of a sticky situation. And that is the kind of posts that are gonna perform really well in terms of engagement, the ones that are gonna drive likes and comments and shares, are likely not gonna be the same posts that are gonna actually sell your product or service. And at the end of the day, there needs to be a balance between these different kinds of content if you're gonna have a successful Instagram marketing strategy. Let's use my business as an example. When I write posts about self-love or body positivity, particularly in the summer, when I throw up a pic in a bathing suit and talk about how I've come to love myself, those types of posts do really well because people are like, yes, girl, you're doing it. And they love to support that, they love to comment on it. In addition to that, when I write a post about like, you know guys, I've been kind of insecure about this and here are my thoughts on it, some kind of open, honest, and vulnerable caption with a picture of me is gonna do really well when it comes to likes and comments. But you know what it doesn't really do? It doesn't really sell my services. Another example that I talked about extensively in my Instagram 2020 algorithm video, you can go and watch after this, is shareable content. When I make graphics like this or like this, they do really well in terms of sharing because it's relatable, it has a message and identity, and people will share that to their Instagram story. But again, not selling my services. Every once in a while, I will make a post talking about how I edit podcasts, or that I edit YouTube videos, or create social content for brands. These kind of posts aren't gonna do as well when it comes to likes and comments because it's not necessarily something that really grabs you. It doesn't speak to your soul. It doesn't feel super relatable, right? It's just kind of information. And so the engagement of these posts is not gonna be all that great. And so if I was going on a marketing principle of only ever repeating the successes that I've had in terms of engagement, then I would eventually just stop posting about my business and my services altogether. And of course, that is not going to, say it with me, sell my services. And so what I'm proposing to you today in this video titled Stop Caring About Engagement is not to completely stop caring about engagement. Let's be honest, that was so that you would click on it. This is the real information that's actually going to help you. You need to balance the desire to generate more engagement, which is very important, with, of course, the desire to generate more profit, which is gonna be what keeps your business going and ultimately allows you to keep sharing all of that awesome engagement-worthy content that people love. So how exactly do you balance this engagement-worthy content with posts that advertise your services? Here's my recommendation and the way I would suggest any brand or business balance out the engagement posts and the selling posts. My principle is generally serve, sell. And what this means is posts that are going to generate engagement, the kind of stuff where you're offering really valuable, authentic, vulnerable stories, information. Those are your serving posts. That can also look like making a shareable graphic. I would categorize that all under creating content for the sake of your audience. The fifth category then, the sell, is talking about your services. Now, this sell doesn't necessarily have to be a paid offering. I would recommend that you have some kind of freebie that is going to get people onto your email list, into a Facebook group, some kind of higher buy-in place where they're gonna hang out with you, get to know you better, and maybe eventually be led down that path towards being a customer. So don't think that this sell post always has to be pay me money, hire me for this, buy this product. It doesn't. Maybe it's saying, go download my free content calendar, link in the description, join my email list, whatever that looks like for you. This is really important because it is gonna generate those oh so necessary conversions. And by that, I mean converting somebody from a casual follower on your Instagram into potentially a customer, or at least a more engaged, more loyal follower on your email list, for example. The way that I would personally recommend categorizing this content, especially if you have a few different topics, a few different things that you like to talk about on Instagram, is come up with 5 categories. Really, you only need to make up 4 because the 5th one is gonna be your business offerings. Whatever you have, whether it be free or paid, that's your 5th bucket of content. The other 4 can be whatever else you like to talk about. Again, I discuss this kind of thing more in depth in my video about making an Instagram content calendar, which you can check out after this one. Come up with your 4 categories. For me, those categories are social media marketing, entrepreneurship, a little bit of travel, a little bit of minimalism or lifestyle. And then my 5th category is talking about my services. Cycle through all of these 5 equally. This is gonna give you a balance of about 20% of your content being either paid or free offerings that you're pitching to your audience. I'm gonna be honest with you, I think this angle is cute, but my shoulders are really sore from my workout yesterday, so I think we're gonna move somewhere else. Using this structure is gonna ensure that you are balancing the kind of posts that build relationships, build that community engagement, with the posts that are going to get you leads, customers, cash, money. And remember, if you ever feel insecure about the idea of selling to people, know that whatever your paid offer is, whether it's a product or a service, like for me, editing people's podcasts, producing YouTube channels, those are the best and most valuable way that I can serve people. Yes, I can serve them through my free content on YouTube, my freebies, all that kind of stuff, but at the end of the day, I'm only able to serve people in my full capacity through those paid offerings. And if you are offering the right kind of services and the right kind of product that you believe in, which I sincerely hope that you are, otherwise, Are you a scammer? Can I get in on that scam? I'm kidding. But if you're offering something that you really believe in, then you should have no problem letting people know that it's available to them, because ultimately you are serving that customer that might have otherwise not even known how you could help them. Now that you've got all these great categories of content that balances engaging posts with posts pitching your offers to your audience, you're gonna wanna plan all that and schedule it ahead of time, maybe using a content calendar. To watch my video about how to create your own comprehensive Instagram calendar, click on this. I swear this is one of the most helpful videos I've ever made. It's kind of like a free workshop on YouTube. Before you head over there, make sure you hit the subscribe button and tap the notification bell, because the notification squad are the real MVPs, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!